Hey there, savvy home buyers and sellers. This is Jeff O'Leary, the Village Guru. And in today's episode, I want to talk about the coronavirus pandemic and how it could change consumer preferences for buying real estate for years to come. If you're a buyer or seller, you're not going to want to miss this video, so let's go. Today I want to talk about how real estate has been affected in Canada by the coronavirus and what we've learned over the last year and what to expect for the future. Now that a lot of people do not have to be tied to their office, we're seeing more people spread out in the GTA and go out to the outlying areas, and we're seeing prices rise at a faster rate in areas further away from the city than closer to the core. Now this is a trend that's not only happening in Toronto, but all over North America, as people are leaving smaller properties in the city and buying more affordable, larger properties in the suburbs and beyond because they can get things like a home office and more space for the money. Now, while this isn't a surprise, what got me thinking is, what is the long-term ramifications of this change in lifestyle? So now that people don't have to be in the office 5 days a week, they're reconsidering everything. So when we look at buying a home, buyers generally have three main criteria that all need to line up in order to find the house that they buy. So first off, and the easiest one is the price. Obviously, most people need a mortgage, they have a budget, so the first thing they do is determine how much they can afford. Next, traditionally has been where they work and how comfortable they are with a commute. So some people are the type of people that, hey, I only want to commute 10 minutes to work, so therefore they were defined by a very small radius. And other people were willing to drive a half an hour, 45 minutes, so that expanded their search further. Obviously, the farther someone could commute to work, then the more options they had in the home buying search. Now, finally, the last point is the house itself. So the size of it, the style of it, the amenities, the decor, the lifestyle. For 99% of buyers who had a budget and had a place to work, the two first factors were the most important. Then it would turn to the lifestyle aspects of the home, the style of the home, and everything else. However, now that people are allowed to work from home, this is changing things because now the lifestyle aspect of the home, the size of the home, everything like that is becoming much more important as opposed to location. And this is what we're seeing happen as people continue to move out into the city. Now, for the future, what does this mean? Are all communities created equal in the GTA? Before, it was pretty standard to say the closer you are to downtown Toronto, the higher the price of the house is. But that might not be the case going forward because, again, people don't need to be in downtown Toronto all the time. So now they're looking at what's the best community, what community has the best schools, what community has the best lifestyle that's going to suit me. And what I think you're going to see if this continues are the communities that are set up are going to appeal to certain types of people, while other people are going to avoid them altogether because they no longer need that vicinity to their workspace. So what does this mean for different cities? Well, hopefully it doesn't turn into where one town is really wealthy and the other town is really poor. But unfortunately, in a polarization economy where people have the choice to choose not based on geography, this is an easy trend to start happening. It's happened in the United States, and hopefully in the GTA and Canada, we don't go down the same path. Again, these are concerns I don't think a lot of people are really looking at right now, but as the future unfolds, I believe we're going to see a polarization, and hopefully governments are going to be able to tackle it properly and provide the lifestyle and everything else that goes on in order to keep all our communities strong. Well, there you have it. I'm Jeff O'Leary talking about the future of buyer choices in real estate. If you have any questions about real estate in the GTA, always feel free to call or email me. This is Jeff O'Leary, the Village Guru. Have yourself a great day.